Time tracking software, there's loads of it and it's been very popular over the last 2 years with the pandemic, making it increasingly popular. Today I wanted to do a review of Toggl Track, a time tracking software that you can use to help you and your team bill hours, maybe even track time and how to report it and get an idea for what you and your team are working on. So welcome, my name is Francesco and we're on Keep Productive here. You can check Keep Productive out below, subscribing, it'd be great to have you, and we do regular features about productivity software. So let's start with what Toggl Track is. It really focuses on not overworking. One of the most popular things these days is time tracking, and for freelancers and those who work for themselves, it's one of those mandatory things to keep track of how you spend your time, but also how to keep track of the billable side of it too. Now this Toggl Track is available on web, iOS, desktop, and it does have an Android version. Now it's interesting because Toggl have built 3 separate applications: Toggl Track, Toggl Plan, and Toggl Hire. So they have a range of applications. I believe they used to be just one application, but they've really changed their marketing strategy on this, and I quite like how they've separated each approach. So in terms of major features, this is a time tracking application. So you can start tracking your time using the great timers that are built into either version of the application, and you can start monitoring them per project and give them a task title too. You can also allocate it to a client, and you can get some great reporting so that you can keep track of what projects or what tasks are being worked on at any given time, including the likes of tags. Now, as I said, one of the most popular functions on it is more for those who are using it to bill their time. So you can use this to track your time, allocate it to a client, and even give it a per hourly rate so you can calculate that up and send the invoice onto your client. This is really popular application for that, and a lot of people do like that. The way that they've set it up in calendar view in particular is something that makes Toggl Track a fan favorite. So let's look at my personal favorite things about Toggl Track. Now I think the integrations work really nicely. I've used this in the past, and some of the integrations in being able to keep track of what you're working on, it's really nice. And I really like how the timer function works too. You can get going on this fairly easily and track it on multiple devices. I also like how the calendar view works, something that a lot of other time tracking applications don't actually have. And the thing that I like on top of this is Toggl Track are really against that whole surveillance thing, which has been very popular in the last 2 years. Surveillance tracking whilst you're at work, which I think is a really invasive technology, and they're so against that. They've written blog posts on it and sort of advocated that that's not the way work should be done, which I think is a really healthy approach. So let's look at a score and summary. To be honest, I'm gonna give this application an A rating. I think this is one of the best or better time tracking applications on the market, especially for that wide use from freelancer to teams, and it's beautifully designed, making it really easy to start tracking, especially with the integrations. Now, to be honest, the pricing is pretty decent too. They have a decent free plan, and that's really suitable for solo users, but they also have a $10 per month pricing with the billable hours in it. So just make sure you note that the billable hours feature isn't available in the free plan before you get started. But to be honest, if you're using this on a routine basis, it pretty much pays for itself, because tracking time and tracking and making sure that you're doing that is obviously, let's say you work an extra 15 minutes each time you work and you've not tracked it, it can pretty much pay for itself at the end of the month. I've known this as a freelancer in the past. So I would say this is one of the best time tracking softwares out there, and I'm going to give this an A rating. Thank you very much, folks, and I really hope you enjoyed today's feature on Toggl Track. We'll try and do Toggl Plan and Hire soon. Maybe I'll do Hire with some assistance from other people, but hopefully we can cover all of those tools. So if you're interested, please do subscribe to Keep Productive below. It'd be amazing to have you. Anyway, folks, I will talk to you all very soon. Please do make sure to have a great week. Keep productive, and I'll see you very soon. Cheerio.